Okay, so in class today we talked about 3 certain centers of triangles. So let's go through these tasks to make sure we understand how to find those centers. Okay, let's get rid of this mess real quick. All right, so the first one is the orthocenter. So in class today we said the orthocenter was made by the altitudes. Remember we said that ortho means right and altitudes make right angles. So we need to construct the 3 altitudes. Now reality is you only need 2 of them when you're doing the construction, because when you do all 3 they may not actually intersect. So I'm going to construct my altitudes, which remember means what you're really constructing is a perpendicular from a point. That's what we did in our previous lesson, lesson 2.5. So I'm going to start at my vertex and I'm going to do an arc. I'll do this one in green. Quick arc. And then from this point and that point, I'm going to make a mark down here. Let's bring it a little closer so I can keep it on the page. And there. And I can connect that to my vertex. So there's one altitude. Okay. Now I also need a second altitude. So I'm going to connect this vertex to its opposite side. So that's going to happen over here somewhere. I'll do it in a different color. Notice I need to extend my side, just barely kept it on the paper. And now from this point and that point, I'll connect my next points. So that's going to be up here somewhere. Let's stretch it out over here. And from this, it's going to put me over here. So I connect that vertex to that. Here's the problem. Notice they did not intersect. My 2 altitudes, and they are both altitudes, right angle here, right angle there, so they're both altitudes, but they didn't intersect. But if I take this one and extend it even further, now I get a point where they intersect. The purple line and the green line intersect right there. There's my orthocenter. If I connected a third one, it should also connect in the same spot. But I'll be honest, unless you've got really good skills, that may not happen, especially with this compass. It's not super accurate. But it should go there. Okay? So now, let's look at another one. That's the orthocenter. The other thing we did was the incenter. And if you remember, the incenter was constructed with the angle bisectors. So I'm going to construct 3 angle bisectors. And actually, again, I'm only going to do 2. The third one will just sort of double check. So I'm going to do 1 bisector. And I'll make that over here. And now I'm connecting that to there. So there's 1 angle bisector. And I'll do another angle bisector. It really doesn't matter which 3 angles you do, or which 2 angles. Notice I'm changing colors. That makes it easier for me to see what I'm doing. I advise you to use multiple colors when doing this. Some people always want to do everything in black graphite, but honestly, the multiple colors really does help. Connect that to there. And now I can see right here is my incenter. Okay, so last one that we talked about was the circumcenter. And we said the circumcenter was made by 3 perpendicular bisectors. So I'm going to do perpendicular bisectors. And again, I only need to do 2. Okay, so I'll start with this long one here. I'll go up here, and I'll come to the other side here. And do another one and connect those together. Okay, so that bisected this. These 2 pieces are now the same. There's my midpoint. And I'll do a second one. Let's go with this little side here. So I'll swing that arc. Whoops, running into my camera. Knocking all the pencils all over. Another arc this way. And connect those. Okay? And notice I need to extend my green line a little more. And here's my point. Okay, it happened that it was right there. It may not be on these curves, okay? Remember, those curves don't mean anything. I'm looking where the purple line intersects the green line. So right there, and I drop my pencil. That would be the circumcenter. Remember, the circumcenter is a nice one. You can actually check that one. Okay, it's harder to check your incenter, but you can check the circumcenter by saying, hey, if I measure from the circumcenter to a vertex, it should hit every vertex of my triangle. And I'm pretty close there. Because remember, the circumcenter is this triangle around it, circle around the triangle. The incenter is a little tougher to do, but circumcenter is very easy. So now you've got some homework to try. Okay, I'm just going to put these finished answers up with maybe a couple notes. Maybe we talk about what's going on. But check your homework answers out and check these pages. Okay, great.